Hello grade 4 pupils, how are you today? Welcome back again to our video lessons in math subject. This is your teacher, Mr. Ray D. Montecillo. So this is now our video lessons in math 4. We are still in quarter 1, week 6. The reference that I am using, Math for Life 4 book, can be found on page 77. At the end of this lesson class, you're expected to divide 3 to 4 digit numbers by 1 digit divisors without remainder. Before we proceed, please prepare the following: ball pen, paper, class. This is the sample worksheet paper that you may use. You must indicate the name, subject, grade level, the name of your school, and the name of your teacher. In this video class, we will be learning about how to divide 3 to 4 digit numbers by 1 digit divisors without remainder. For you to fully understand, let's watch the video lessons.
What I mean, have a look at these two division problems. They both have the same dividend and both have a one-digit divisor. But these divisors are different numbers, and as you'll see, that's going to affect our digit-by-digit division process. To solve this first problem, we start by asking, how many 2's does it take to make 5 or almost 5? Or you can think of it as how many 2's will fit into 5. And it's easy to see that the answer is 2. So we put a 2 as the first digit of our answer, then we multiply 2 times 2, which is 4, and we subtract that 4 from the 5, which leaves us a remainder of 1. Now we move to our next digit, and we need to bring down a copy of it to combine with the remainder from the first digit. Then we ask, how many 2's will make 12? That's easy, 6. So we put 6 as the next digit of our answer. 2 times 6 equals 12, and 12 minus 12 leaves no remainder. And finally, for our last digit, even though there is no remainder, we can bring a copy down and ask how many 2's will make 8, and the answer is exactly 4. 4 times 2 equals 8, which again leaves no remainder. There, we went digit by digit and broke our problem up into 3 division steps, one for each digit, and we got our answer, 264. Now let's solve the next example. And right at the start, you'll see we have a bit of a problem. When we ask how many 8's does it take to make 5 or almost 5, the answer is none. And that's because the first digit, taken by itself, is less than the divisor. 8 is too big to divide into 5. So what do? Well, instead of just trying to divide the first digit all by itself, let's group the first 2 digits together. If we group the 5 and the 2 together, then our first step will be to ask how many 8's will make 52. That's better. 8 will divide into 52 about 6 times. So we'll put a 6 in our answer line, right above the 2. Why does it go there? Because we had to skip the first digit and group it with the 2. If we wanted to, we could have put a 0 above that first digit, since the 8 wouldn't divide into it any times. And if that helps you keep track of which answer digit you're on, then that's a good idea. But it's not required. So, 6 times 8 equals 48, and then 52 minus 48 gives us a remainder of 4. Now, we only have one digit left to divide, so we bring down a copy of it to combine with the remainder and ask how many 8's will make 48. We know the answer to that is 6 also. 6 times 8 is 48, which leaves no remainder. There, our answer is 66. Did you notice the difference between these two problems? We wanted to go digit by digit in both problems, but in the second problem, the divisor was bigger than the first digit of the dividend, so we had to start out by going 2 digits at a time in that case. And that helps us see something really important about this traditional long division method. You don't always have to go 1 digit at a time. You can break the dividend up into bigger chunks of digits if you want, and apply the same procedure to those bigger chunks. You could go 2 or 3 digits at a time, or even try to divide the entire dividend all in one step. And taking bigger chunks of the dividend usually results in fewer division steps. Notice that there were 3 steps in the first problem, but only 2 steps in the second problem. Fewer steps? I like the sound of that. That seems like a lot less work. Ah, yes. Fewer division steps does sound better, but it's really not. That's because the more digits you group together, the harder that division step will be. I thought it sounded too good to be true.
Now let's proceed to our exercises. Let's practice. Directions. Open your Math 4 book on page 83 and answer activity A and B only. Take note, this activity is for your book activity only. Direction. Use your own paper for this activity. This will be recorded. Copy and answer. This activity can be found on page 83 on your Math for Life book. What you're going to do with your activity? Write the missing number in each blank to complete each sentence. You have to answer from 1 up to 10. For your next activity, direction, use your own paper for this worksheet. This will be recorded. You have to copy first and then answer. Number 1, you have a word problem. Read and understand. It is important to answer the following questions given below. For number 2, you have there a word problem. You still have to read and understand and then answer the following questions given below. Always remember, class, you need to keep your worksheets, paper, and submit it to your teacher advisor on the next returning and submission of your worksheets every Monday. At this time, our video lesson has ended. Thank you for listening and goodbye.